Hi, welcome to the third part of Up and Running with Docker on AWS instance. In this video, we'll be learning how to pull Docker images from Docker Hub and how to get started with Docker. Let's move to the default location and let me switch user. Okay, now we are Ubuntu. Okay. The first thing you need to aware is Docker provides all its commands and help. You can find its help by going to docker-help. Okay, here are the Docker help commands. The first thing we'll be using is search. We can search for Docker images using this command line tool as well. Docker search. It asks for an image which you want to search. Docker search Apache. Sorry. Docker search Tomcat. Warning, failed to find default registry endpoint for daemon cannot connect to the. Okay, let me find out what's going wrong here. Okay, I found out what's the cause of it. It's because we are into Ubuntu, we cannot run Docker search directly, so we need to add a command called sudo docker search tomcat. Okay, here are the list of all tomcats. The first one, which is official, okay, is maintained by Docker itself. These others are all by different vendors. Okay, this shows how you can use Docker search, or else you can go to the web-based one and search Tomcat. Over here it shows official, the same thing, and you'll have all the versions that are available over here, and the basic how to run, all the documentation given very nicely. Okay, now let's download few images and let's get started. Let's follow this tutorial, this documentation for an idea. Okay, initially you can see all the images by going to docker images. Cannot connect. Shit. I'll move to sudo user. After this I'll show you how to grant sudo permissions to this user. We'll be adding this Ubuntu user to admin sudo group, so that you can execute without giving the sudo command. In fact, let's do it now. I have that command listed here. I'll show you. Give me a second. Currently I couldn't find it, but I'll surely inform you by the end of this. For now, let's go with sudo clear sudo docker run. Okay, there are two modes of running a docker. Okay, one is interactive mode. Okay, let's download an image first. Sudo docker run ubuntu. Okay, ubuntu 14.04. When you, this is the image you want to download, colon in the version you want to download. Okay, when you hit this, it will search for docker images first. If is it available locally, or else it will pull from the docker hub repository. Sorry, unable to resolve IP. See, now it's pulling. The size of ubuntu is just 65.7 MB. It means it doesn't include the whole kernel. The whole kernel of Linux is already there in Docker engine, so it only downloads the library files and the binary files that are required for running. This is the whole meat and sauce of containers. Now let's hit the same command, docker images sudo docker images. See, it shows there is one repository by name ubuntu. Okay, let me move into sudo -i. Let me go to root. Now I can execute docker commands directly. Okay, now let's see one command, each command. Okay, we use docker ps processes. All the docker processes that are running will be shown here. Currently there are no processes. Okay, let's try to run one process. Docker images. Okay, we have ubuntu. We'll try to run docker run. Okay, there are two modes of running. One using a demo mode, which will be run in background, and the other using terminal interactive mode, in which we can interact. For demo we type -d for demo. For terminal interactive -ti. Let's go with interactive mode for now, -ti, and we give the name of the image ubuntu colon the version. Okay, this one colon hyphen, and in which form. For now we'll be using bash. See, now we are into the container which runs ubuntu. This one, we are into its root. Let me list the files. See, this is complete whole lot operating system. It's inside a container. Remember to come out of container every time without killing the process. We need to click Control P followed by Control Q. We'll be out of it. I always get the clear spelling wrong. Okay, now let's see which are the processes that are running. Docker ps. Now it shows. See, we this is the container ID image, and the command we used, command line argument we gave. It was up 43 seconds ago. It was created 44 seconds ago, and up from the last 43 seconds. And this names, when you don't specify a name while creating a docker image, it will give a random name by itself. These ports, we'll be getting to these ports in a little while. For now we have this. Okay, let's see how to kill this container or delete this container. Docker provides one command, docker. Okay, before that let me show a few things. Docker ps we have seen. Docker -a will show all the killed processes also. Docker ps -a. See, we ran this and it was exited, but it shows all the processes that are currently running and even exited processes as well. Okay, we did not supply this bash command, so it crashed for the first time when we ran. Next time we supplied it, it was running. So this thing will be handy if you want to see all the processes.